Welcome to the Portage Health Foundation podcast. My name is Michael Babcock. I am the host here for our fun little podcast, and we are taking a step forward today. You might already notice the audio is a little more clear than usual, which is pretty exciting. And we're here today with Ariele, our first real guest on the Portage Health Foundation podcast. Ariele is our new media intern, taking us right through Giving Tuesday 2020. So welcome to Portage Health Foundation, Ariele.
Hi, it's good to be here. I'm really happy to be a part of this Giving Tuesday fundraiser. I'm really excited to meet with all the local nonprofits for it and hopefully raise a lot of money for everybody that's involved.
Yeah, we raised $244,000 in donations last year, matched that with another $150,000 from our board of trustees, and it was really quite the exciting year like last year. But this year should be even more exciting with Ariele on board, helping us through a whole bunch of different stuff, including setting up our podcast studio here right in our office on Main Street in Hancock. Before we dive into Giving Tuesday and all that good stuff, Ariele, I'm hoping you can tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What have you been doing before you started this internship?
Yeah, well, I grew up in Calumet. I went to school there until my junior year, and then I transferred to Houghton, which is where I graduated. I ended up going to Michigan Tech for a year for business and transferring after my first year down to Bowling Green State University in Ohio because my sister was going there and I wanted to go be with her for a little bit. And I ended up switching my major over to media production. So I graduated last August with a major in media production and a minor in business. I did a lot with music videos, very sort of produced stuff where we were in a studio with studio lighting, recording music in a studio with all of the equipment. I really got into social media and everything when I was really young. I did videos on YouTube since I was probably 11, and I got into photography when I was 14 and have been doing that since. And college allowed me to be able to do more videography, and that really opened my eye up to lighting work and just so much, all of the different things that you can do with video work. So that's kind of my goal, is to eventually work with people around the area making videos for local businesses. I just really want to grow in this community that I grew up because I missed it after moving to Ohio. I love the nature around here. I love Lake Superior, and I really just want to grow my own business here because I love it here and it's a great place to be.
Yeah, well, we're happy we have you on the team here at the Portage Health Foundation. And as you heard, she's already graduated, so this internship will take her right through mid-December. So if you know anybody that's hiring right now, make sure you reach out to her. She'll be awesome. You can find her information on the Portage Health Foundation website. Go to Giving Tuesday page; she'll be listed there. But one of the things that I'm really excited about you doing here is bringing all of that stuff to the foundation. We're here in the new podcast studio. For those who don't know, we have a podcast. It comes out kind of just randomly. We don't have a set calendar. We basically just come on when we have something we have going on. And over the month of November, it's going to be quite a bit. We're going to be we're inviting in all of the nonprofits that are participating with Giving Tuesday in to talk about the work that they do, talk about why people should consider donating them for Giving Tuesday. Ariele, of course, is going to be a big part of that. That's not only a podcast, which you can find pretty much everywhere you can find podcasts, including Apple, Spotify, Google, all those things. You can also watch the videos on YouTube, which is something we're excited to make happen, as well as Facebook, Twitter, like all of those different places. And of course, if you want to make sure you don't miss anything going on with the foundation, my best suggestion is to sign up for our monthly email newsletter. You can do that by going to phfgive.org/newsletter. You can sign up there. It's free. Comes out once a month. We don't send you any more than that, but it just gives you the basic information what's going on at here at Portage Health Foundation. Tells us stories, what we're doing, the grants we've handed out, scholarships we have, different requests for proposals we'll have out. So it's a great place to make sure you know what's going on with all of that. And of course, with that, let's talk a little bit about what you know so far. This will be fun. What have you learned so far about Portage Health Foundation in your almost a week now or 2 weeks now that you've been part of the staff?
Well, there is a lot. Actually, I didn't know that this foundation existed until a couple weeks ago when my sister sent me the info for this internship. And I found just like the sheer amount of stuff that this foundation does for the people. I mean, I was just talking to my friends the other day about the fact that I was working here, and they were like, oh, they gave me a scholarship to school. They gave me a friend a scholarship to school. And I just think it's really cool that there's a foundation that's doing something to bring this community together, especially with the world being as crazy as it is right now. It's really good to see that there's a foundation like very close to where I grew up, putting in a lot of work and a lot of money into a community that doesn't have as much resources as the rest of the world does, because we are a little more set off to the side. But it's really nice to see a foundation with such few staff that is doing so many great things around this community, and I'm really excited to be a part of it and to help build awareness of Giving Tuesday and this foundation and what it does for our community.
Of course, and as you mentioned there, Giving Tuesday, we got 18 different nonprofits we're going to be working with from around the 4-county area, which includes Baraga, Houghton, Keweenaw, and Ontonagon counties. You've been working on plans for 2 specific projects. Tell me about the restaurant project we're working on for Giving Tuesday this year.
Yeah, we are looking for restaurants within the 4 counties, Houghton, Baraga, Ontonagon, and the Keweenaw County, to donate a percentage of their sales on Giving Tuesday on December 1st, to donate to all of the local nonprofits, the 18 nonprofits that we have involved. And we will provide them publicity on all of our social media, and really just opening it up for the community to see that we're all like in this together, trying to do good around such a wonderful time of the year. And so I've been working on the plans of just getting how we're going to get everything, the ball rolling on everything, how we're going to get the restaurants involved. And that's sort of where we're at right now, is just who we're gonna reach out to and what we're gonna say, and I'm really excited to see who all is willing to be involved with this event.
Yeah, all the details we posted at phfgive.org/givingtuesday. We'll be working on that this week. We'll be launching it. If you follow us on social media, you won't miss it. If you know anybody that owns a restaurant, make sure that they are partaking in this. We're doing this in large part to raise more money for these nonprofits, but also because a lot of these restaurants have been going through a very tough year. And we think that if we can make this a really special event, people are going to go out of their way to make sure they go out to eat that night. Mm-hmm. Whether we are able to go in and dine in like we are right now, or if we're back to ordering, or whatever you're comfortable with, we want to make sure that these restaurants have an opportunity to make a little bit extra money that day, and get people out and celebrating Giving Tuesday, celebrating all these nonprofits. Again, we're hoping to announce that soon, so keep following us and you'll see details on that. Make it really easy for restaurants to sign up and become part of it. And the other thing you're working on is business sponsorships. Tell me a little bit about what that program will look like.
Yeah, we're looking at having 2 different levels for businesses to donate at. We're not quite sure on the numbers quite yet, but basically we will have businesses that donate at 2 different levels, and one level, the lower level, you will get featured on one of our podcasts. We will thank the businesses that have partnered with us, and if you're at the top level, we will feature you in throughout all of our social media on multiple occasions, throughout all of our podcasts, thanking you at the end. Just really bringing awareness to this event through our local businesses and the people within the community, and really getting that outreach and getting everybody involved in Giving Tuesday.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better. One of the things we had in previous years with Giving Tuesday is a lot of businesses would donate, and it was great to see that come in, and they weren't getting quite the same recognition that they would if we have a program like this. So if you're a business and you're interested in supporting our nonprofit community, this is a really good chance to give back and hit 18 different nonprofits. We are matching up to $200,000 total this year for Giving Tuesday, and that's going to come in from a lot of private donors, but it's also hopefully going to come in from the business community coming out and supporting all these different nonprofits. So that's all we have today for the Portage Health Foundation podcast. Again, make sure you subscribe wherever you find this. We're going to be doing this quite regularly, especially in November, hopefully bringing in all 18 nonprofits to get to tell their story a little bit. And of course, you're going to be able to follow Arieles' stuff. Ariele, do you have anywhere you want to show up, invite people to follow you and your work?
I have arielmedia.weebly.com, which is my website, and also Ariele Media on Facebook.
Excellent. So make sure you follow her work. And I want to thank you so much for joining our team. In a little over a month, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to talk about your time here, and I can't wait to see what's changed, how you feel about it by that time. So thank you guys again for subscribing, and we will talk to you next time.